You can do this. You can protect children from sexual abuse. I will tell you right now, from everything that I've learned about abusers, they are not these amazingly powerful, unstoppable people. What they are is weak, because that's what weak people do, is they seek to abuse other people because it makes them feel powerful. They use other people because they think that they can be indispensable. They don't want to get caught. They choose children because they are accessible and they believe it's an opportunity for them to perpetuate the abuse. All it takes in some instances, not all, but some, is one person to raise a flag so that that person understands that someone's watching them. Some perpetrators will say that if they had known a family educated their kids in body safety, that would have been enough for them to not put that child to the test. That's the mom we need to be. That's the dad we need to be. That's the grandparent. That's the nanny. That's the teacher. That's who we need to be for kids. These kids have one childhood. We have one chance to give each kid the safe and nurturing childhood they deserve. Are they going to have challenges? Are they going to have things they're going to struggle with? Absolutely, yes. Struggle is part of life. It makes us stronger. It gives us resilience. Sexual abuse should not be part of the resilience that makes us stronger people. We can absolutely protect more kids by raising awareness. And I have to say, I know it's not my fault, but I am so sorry that our society, our world, is not doing a better job to raise awareness and really give parents the chance that we deserve to understand this issue for what it is and protect our kids. So many people, when I tell them that as much as 40% or potentially more of all sexual abuse is perpetrated by their children, they're shocked. They're absolutely disturbed and they don't know what to do about it. I'm here to tell you that is the source of so much hope for me, because most of these kids do not perpetrate sexual abuse with the mindset that they're pedophiles in the making or perpetrators that are going to continue this behavior. That doesn't make the sexual abuse any less. But what I'm saying is that there's so much we can do to educate our kids so they understand what's appropriate behavior. If I'm going through puberty, which is a big spike in child-on-child sexual abuse, what can we do to prepare these kids for entering their sexual development? When we're letting kids go on social media and the internet and they're being exposed to pornography at earlier and earlier ages. I spoke to a doctor who saw kids who perpetrated sexual abuse, and he didn't ask them if they were watching pornography. He asked them when they started watching pornography, because it absolutely plays a role in the behaviors of children. Children emulate what they see and what other people do. The more sexual influences that are pushed on children, the worse off we all are. There is no benefit to normalizing sexual behaviors and promoting sexual behaviors with children. There is so much we can do. It's all good parenting. It's having close relationships with our kids. It's having open and honest conversations about things that really matter, their bodies, teaching them how worthy and special they are. And that giving them guardrails to understand what appropriate behaviors look like, how to be a respectful person, how to give other people privacy, how to have a conversation with us when someone's doing something that feels a little weird. Giving them the right to trust their instincts so that when they feel unsafe about a situation, they don't go, well, I don't want to be rude. No, your safety comes before the feelings of other people. And that's what I want to teach people. We have one life to live. So are we living it for society at large that wants us to be quiet and not rock the boat? Or are we living it for ourselves and for our kids so that they can have the childhood and the life that they deserve? They can be everything that they are meant to be when they can have a childhood that puts them on the path towards that greatness. And it's inside of us. I don't want to look back on my life and regret the things that I didn't do because I was afraid of what people thought. And that so much, I think, is what holds so many people back, especially nowadays. I feel like everyone is so afraid to say what they think and feel about things because we're afraid someone might not talk to us anymore. Someone's going to reject us. Someone's going to call us something that we're not. We can't live in fear. That fear enables the very abuse that goes on with kids. I'm not going to give up my power to someone else so that they can hurt kids and manipulate kids and pervert kids. Absolutely not. And I don't want you to either. I want you to find the courage in you so that when you look back on your kids and you're a grandparent, you're a great grandparent, you can say, I did the right thing for my kids. I was courageous when I needed to be. My kids saw my courage, and now they're even more courageous than I ever was at that age. We can do this. We can protect kids from sexual abuse, have the conversations with our family and friends, the people that we trust with our kids, because those are the people who are most likely to perpetrate sexual abuse. So we absolutely have to involve them in conversations about this. We need them to help protect our kids, to empower our kids, to model healthy behaviors for our kids. When our kids go to school and camps and youth groups, what kind of policies and procedures do they have to keep our kids safe? How do they vet people that work and volunteer within their organization? How do they promote an environment that prioritizes safety? We have to ask those questions. We shouldn't have to. These youth-serving organizations should be telling us what they're doing to protect our kids. But that doesn't always happen. So us, as the protective, courageous parents that we are, we have to ask those questions. Go to themamabeareffect.org. There is everything there that you need to know to learn how to protect your kids. And if there's something that's missing, reach out to us and let us know, and we will do our best to serve you. I am a mother. I am a survivor. I am a human being. Children experiencing sexual abuse is never anything that we should tolerate. And it's gotten to the point where these children are just statistics. And so often they don't disclose because we're not talking about it. And that's very convenient for perpetrators, isn't it? Because they can keep on perpetrating. The victims are silenced until often late into adulthood. Sometimes they don't make it. We can stop this simply by talking about it, by raising awareness. This is the epidemic of our humanity. These are innocent children who deserve nothing less but our best to protect them. And that's what we need to give them. Go to themamabeareffect.org, share our post, comment, invite friends to follow our social media. My mission in life is to make child sexual abuse prevention freely accessible and down to earth so that no one has any barriers to learning about how to keep kids safe.